Alright guys, it's that time again. Big shocker here, back in Linville Gorge. So I'm going to be doing a hike this trip with a pretty big group of guys. There's going to be 7 of us total. Our initial plan was actually to do the Dolly Sods Wilderness in West Virginia. But the forecast wasn't working out up there. It was way too much rain. So our second option was here in Linville Gorge. We're basically going to do a hike from Spence Ridge to Pinchin. So we're going to be shuttling some cars here. I'm actually on old NC 105 right now, headed to Pinchin. Going to meet these guys. Going to keep a couple of cars here and then head over to Spence Ridge. We're going to have some pretty rainy weather here as well, especially tomorrow. We're calling for basically a 100% chance of showers, but it's not nearly as bad as it was at Dolly Sods. It's going to get a little bit windy tonight and tomorrow night too, so it should be interesting. Well, I'm going to keep the drive going here to Pinchin and then meet up with these guys, check in with them, kind of maybe introduce everybody, and then we'll get going.
We gotta get out of the falls.
Will we get to the falls right?
No. Falls in the northeast quadrant or northwest quadrant.
Introductions here. We got Brian, 80% Bear Bachelor, Dale, Dink,
Squirrel.
you know Bracken, Todd, and Justin.
Nighthawk.
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 We'll do trail names later.
We're still working on it. Work in progress.
We actually haven't started hiking yet, so we got to do that first, and then we'll do trail names. We're here at the Spence Ridge Trailhead, about to get started.
Don't, because I don't even have a map. Okay.
Okay.
Now we're ready.
Who's leading this train?
It's a flatland max. You got something?
Good day.
Making our way up to Table Rock from Spence Ridge. I think everybody's hurting a little bit. It's kind of muggy.
These would be cooler. The breeze would be wonderful.
Yeah, it would.
Weatherman needs to change.
I'll be regretting asking for that probably tomorrow night.
Rocky Road. Rocky Road.
Poking a little turtle head out.
Maryland.
That's what it's about right here, ladies.
Feel the need to.
Free soul.
It's the rest of the top.
I don't want you to fall, but it would be good content.
Moss is warmed up.
Get the blood flowing, and then you're able to contain your heart rate and keep it down, and ride with your mind and not overexert your body.
It's like 18 feet. Any overhead load on my right shoulder.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Basically, it just it flares up.
3 days ago, I was elbow to the hip. I couldn't do anything with this.
Mine's not that bad. Yeah.
And what else could it be?
I'm left-handed. No way.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I am.
All right, we're working our way up to the top of Table Rock here. I wanted to check out the summit before we keep going. I didn't really kind of mention our plan here for today. It's to camp at Saddle Camp, which is just below the chimneys. And then tomorrow the plan is to hike up and over Short Off, down across the river on the MST, hike Lead Mine, and then camp somewhere along the river there. All right, made it to Table Rock here. Gonna have a snack, water break.
Behind that is there's the sitting bears, right? Right back over there. You can actually kind of see the head of the bear.
What, the peak of that third ridge?
It's more ominous when the lightning comes out the cloud right at your head.
Yeah.
Instead of
That'll rattle.
20,000 feet above.
Is this a trail that we're going on, or are we still just looking at Table Rock?
We are heading our way down.
And take a fall from the view.
Yeah. And at that moment, I twisted my ankle beyond repair.
Camera.
Just describe it.
You try your picture with charcoal.
Was it worth it?
You got a drip right behind
It's
your
a
head
hole in a rock.
It looks like
How
a rock.
deep back does?
All right, we made it to the Table Rock parking lot. We don't have that much further to camp. It's 4 o'clock now. I think we'll be in camp probably by 5:30.
I am very active this time of
Hopefully.
year, says the bear. That's normally why I hike in the fall.
I'm climbing right there, actually.
Yeah, I can see the yellow and blue jacket, and then there's a guy on the blue, in the blue on the wall.
Yes, sir.
All right, starting to climb down from the chimneys towards Saddle Camp. At least it's not sunny.
Way to look on the bright side.
I see what you did there.
Little piece in there.
The little circle thing.
Ooh, that's fresh.
Whoa!
I take a picture of you, you take a picture of me.
All right, made it to the bottom of the chimneys here. We're at the campsite just before Saddle Camp, so we're actually not going to stay here because the water's source is closer at the other one, but we're close, 5 minutes away.
We home.
Come on, Billy Goat.
Show me how you do it.
Nothing more demeaning than you're
I just felt a raindrop.
It's coming. It's raining.
She's a coming.
She's again. All right, we got camp all set up here. I had to set up in a little bit of a hurry because it started to rain, but now it's kind of stopped. Got 5 hammocks, 2 tents, and I feel bad, but there's another guy here. We're kind of camping on top of him, but it's kind of our only option at this point. And he's nowhere to be found so far. We've been here for 30 minutes, haven't seen him. So I also packed in an extra tarp here for us to hang out on if it starts raining a little bit. Although if it gets too windy, I think it's gonna blow right down.
Are you up on the Adult Honey Market?
I'm not, I can't say that I am. Although I think you talked about this last time.
I don't think I did, actually.
Somebody's talked about this.
Todd, do you have something to add?
Just down here getting water at the water source. We've got a total of 12 liters for everybody.
We might not get an almond crop from California next year if we don't save the bees. Do your part. Do your part to save the bees.
Save those.
99.
I think it's called for like 2. You can do as much as you want though.
I mean, it's still beautiful. Like you're day hiking, but it's like, you know, hearing them still come up, show up. I had some cheesecake from them.
That stuff's
Strawberry
good, man.
cheesecake, but man, it was so heavy.
Yeah, it is really heavy.
I bet it.
It falls over.
Sticker for the pot is still on the bottom.
Is it really? Looks good though. Right.
Would you get this or be a, you don't mind?
Oh, just like Harris Teeter. They sell it like in the water aisle.
I actually want it so my handles are.
Oh yeah.
Also, power goes out.
Yeah. During hurricanes, I've used this thing
Yep.
a lot. All these people came together Like
Dinner
I've got
time.
thousands of them
And story time by
in
Bracken.
one town.
What you got there, bro?
So they were trying to plan out everything, and they didn't know what they were going to put in this one time spot, so they jokingly said that these two different people who were
Yeah, that what you said, Bracken?
I was thinking about if I ever got one of them, like modify it so you can strap it to the outside of the patch.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll put it on top of the pack.
Or on top of the pack.
They have so if you get the Beer Vault brand,
Take a look at everybody's set up here. Todd's in his MSR tent. Looks pretty cozy, especially right about now. You saw Bracken's set up last week. He's got his cube and fiber tarp in his hammock with the underquilt protector, the purple people eater. Dink's using his own setup. Dink makes his own gear. It's Southpaw Outdoors. I'll put a link in the bottom of the video, but here's his setup. Got the built-in bug net and everything. Pretty nice. Tarp setup here is just my Mama Jamba tarp. We got it kind of in porch mode. We're expecting to wake up in the rain tomorrow, so we'll probably use that to stage some gear, get out of the rain every once in a while. I'm in the usual. I got my mini fly tarp. We're expecting some pretty nasty weather, but I've got it pitched so low, my hammock so high that I'm actually not exposed at all on the edges. And then it's got the doors, which I have closed. I also brought my underquilt protector, but I don't think I'm gonna use it tonight. Maybe tomorrow night, 'cause the wind's gonna be a little more wicked. Here's Brian's setup. No idea what he's using here. I know this is the first time he's used this tarp. And you got Dale and what I'm gonna call the world's smallest tent. And then Justin. Looks like an Eno tarp, maybe an Eno hammock, I'm not sure, and a bug net. Good deal.
That's where they're at.
I got more water.
Well, it just ripped.
Whippoorwills are back.
It's all caps on it, but yeah, the top is on
They seem to be attracted to this campsite for some reason.
I don't know how. It's only like the second time I've ever used it. Third time.
Really? You never saw that?
Went through my jeans about the size of a softball. My co-workers told me. I went to Walmart. I was so bad about it.
That's the worst part, man.
You know, no
Where's the
one-
fruit
Yeah.
at? Tell me I got a booger hanging.
That's
Tell me
right.
I
It's like
cracked my
when your flies down, you got a
My
booger
friends
hanging, you know.
could've told
A
me
real
I
friend will let
should've
you
lied.
know.
Let me know. Instead of going out in public, walking everywhere.
With a softball-sized Duke on your
I mean,
pants.
I did it, but I didn't think it permeated my jeans. It wasn't like a major mess.
I wish somebody would have just told me I crapped my pants. I didn't know.
So there's a distinguishing factor here. Everyone knows
Trail fact.
Trail fact.
Who's weird now, Brian? Yeah.
Everybody
We know
knows.
Todd has. You
Yeah.
don't have to tell us.
Todd
I mean, just look at him. Look at that guy. You know he's got this.
He did today,
We just kind of took it as understood.
Today was my first time. All right, it happened today at
I'm gonna
2:30.
All right, we're headed to bed. About 10 o'clock. I think we're all fully expecting to wake up to some rain tomorrow, so that'll make it kind of interesting packing up camp. Might be a little bit miserable, but we'll get through it. See you in the morning. All right, guys, as you can see, we're awake, getting packed up. The weather actually took a turn for a much better. We actually got sun, and checking the weather now, but I think we're not going to see as much rain today as we thought, so that's great news. We're going to get packed up here, though, just in case, and then have breakfast.
So good.
What are you guys having?
Goes down smooth.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, oh yeah, you are having just cookie great. Oh no, you have eggs, you said.
Play a little bit.
Skillet.
Colorado.
If any of your food is messed up, I'm gonna blame that one on Dean.
Yeah.
It did fall from about 30 feet.
Yeah.
With a hard
It's
thud.
because I've been working out. I don't know my own
We
strength.
heard it, Todd said food count.
I did talk pretty good.
No, that's weird. I've never heard of that.
You never heard
That must have been like just your school.
That was like the worst day. That was the worst one.
was the worst.
Yeah, everybody.
I think it was Wake County school systems.
That next to those
And
shots.
I thought it was
they
like
give you those shots
everybody.
too.
Yeah,
Down 2 men. 5 of us remain. We ate the other 2 in camp. No, Dale and Brian, knees were bothering them, so Brian just had knee surgery not even a year ago. So they figured they played safe, which is smart. So we're continuing on. We're going to meet them tomorrow at Louise's.
Sure you don't want to stay around for a little bit? With a straight face.
Come on, Bill.
A little bit of a rainbow there through the woods.
Lord is what it is. It's a promise. The Lord.
Tough to see there.
Because he's like some more than I do. Hey, Johnny. I like your YouTube.
It's a pleasure.
Everybody should subscribe. We met some people on the trail.
Click here.
Yeah.
Right there. Right there.
We don't actually know where it is. I think it'll probably
might be over,
down here.
over there.
All right, we're getting rained on a little bit here. That's kind of expected, so. Putting the wet gear on.
Mucho agua.
It's stuck.
So close, like,
Yeah.
well, the foot starts getting through, starts getting like really see it, and you couldn't take the wet. Finally ended up with
Lord. Oh, it's a little windy out here. It's like blowing me to the side.
Everybody else.
Hey, hold the camera steady.
It would be better to Lance, right? Yeah. Let's send him that Lance Armstrong after the first man on the moon.
All right, we just stopped here at the gully pipe to refill. Good to go. Now we're going to hit Olson Trail and have lunch in the cave there, I think, if it's not too windy. And then down to the river.
We gotta redo all that.
Yeah, rehab your conversation for the past 5 minutes.
They fit up.
We gotta keep continuity, Johnny. Come sit down. You call you our stupid sister.
Yeah.
Got started on the trail and we came back to the cave here. It just started raining. We thought it would be kind of a more severe storm, but it looks like it's just wet.
Now it's raining.
There's that rain. Down to the river. head down to the river. Gonna hike down here a ways and then cross.
Okay. That's mid-thigh till we get here.
That should be about as deep as it gets, I think.
It's not too bad. And we're like ankle.
Oh, you stirred me up.
All right, we finished the river crossing. Not bad at all. It was only like thigh deep. Thought it was gonna be a lot worse, but also thought we were gonna have a lot more rain, so worked out well. All right, we're on the MST now. Headed towards lead mine.
Oh, low battery on the watch.
All right, so we got the difficult part of the MST out of the way, all the climbing anyway. At this point, it's either downhill or flat ground to lead mine. Man, it's still windy out here, but the weather's beautiful. We were planning on being rained on the entire day today, so really lucked out.
But that's the concentration. So we found that. Oh, they were camouflaged really well.
All right, we've made it to the intersection of the MST and lead mine. Time to hit lead mine. Bracken, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you?
11. I'm turning up to 11.
I don't believe you. A lot of blowdown on lead mine here. As if the trail wasn't hard enough. Oh, you all right?
Nothing's a sure thing, all right, guys?
That big one over there to your right, Johnny?
Yeah, man. This stuff just fell recently. A lot of it did, anyway.
Last night or today.
Yeah, that thing's about to go.
Over? Yeah. I'll pop them one at a time.
That boy grew up in Wendell, you can tell.
This is nothing.
Yeah.
I do too.
We're here. We made it.
It's like, what, we only gonna do that, what, 10 more times now, I think?
Yeah.
Woo!
Burnt 1,200 calories.
You burped 1,200 calories?
Burnt.
I think you burped them.
Working our way down lead mine. It's steep.
The guy that made this trail sitting down at the end saying, "Ha ha, thank you. It's not a shortcut."
All right, we found our camp spot for the night. Gonna go ahead and get set up here and relax a little bit. We earned it. About a 10 or 11 mile day, I think. All right, we made it to camp, or got camp set up, I should say. Gathering some firewood. Gonna get a nice little fire going again. Rain should be done for the night, hopefully. Have some dinner.
You give it a minute.
That
If you
rock
think
right
this
there
is
moves.
close, wait till he gets.
Slide it back over here.
Yeah, we can, that could be a base. Yeah, that one could be a base to a whole new.
All right, it's dinner time. What's everybody got? Dink's got
Chicken and mashed potatoes.
chicken and mashed potatoes.
Fettuccine Alfredo with
Justin's
chicken.
doing fettuccine alfredo with chicken.
Chicken.
Biggin burrito with fajita
Oh, yeah, that's a
chicken.
good one. I'm doing ramen rescue. I'm just letting it steep.
Texas State Fair chili.
State fair. Sounds good. And we're being rained on again.
We're gonna get this fire going and we're gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
13th million pound.
I want it to like burn.
I surely didn't do it.
It's going good on the heat gets up there. I don't want it to just burn on the edge.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, he's gonna record proper language. Let's have some tooth.
We'll do one on that side too.
That's pretty impressive. You push
That's,
out
uh,
a solid on accident.
Oh.
Put that weight on your toe. Gosh, if I did that with these
CrossFit.
shoes on, I'm done.
Parkour.
You guys are carrying me out.
You gonna build up the fire now?
All right, it's that time again. We're headed to bed. See you in the morning. All right, it's morning. Sun's about to peek over shore off here. We're getting packed up, gonna have some coffee, and then hit the trail.
Be tough.
Leaving camp.
Yeah, man. Smash that like button.
You guys want to go for a dip?
I'm alright. I'm gonna drink my Mountain Dew. It's had it right.
I'm gonna throw little rocks at you while you do it.
No, no, no. I can't make it. I can't make it. It's a hazard. It's a real hazard.
Extreme. Extreme.
Go up backwards.
Boners. Dodge the boners. Dodge the boners.
Roto tunnel. Engage.
Roto tunnel.
All of a sudden, we just started running. Beat me running.
And then
Run.
And then I'd fall.
Thank you. Thank you.
Am I right? You ain't wrong.
Oh look, Ellie stayed here.
All right, about to start pinching. Get this thing over with.
There's a guy, like a teenager, who thought he could mountain board down this trail.
Okay. Yeah, no.
You can imagine how that went for him.
Never looks so steep on camera.
Getting that poison ivy covered stick in my.
No problem. I'll do what I can for you.
Brothers!
Up there is where the wind was killing us. About to throw us off.
pretty, man. Super pretty.
Johnny, is that piano rock over there below Short Off?
All right, we finished the trip. Met back up with Brian and Dale, and now we're gonna go to Louise's. Good hike.